Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Standards of Geekness podcast YouTube page. It's Evan here with some more Pokemon TCG Pocket content. It's been a little while since we've done some of these. I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things. Without further ado, let's jump right into this deck profile, and then we'll do some sample games in solo mode just to kind of let you see how it plays out. If you know about this deck, you know about it. This is based on the second place list from Pocket Mads' event today. It ended up losing in the finals to Guzzlord EX, which is a really cool deck. We'll also be profiling probably sometime this week on the channel. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. We've got the two copies of Suicune EX. It's the namesake of the deck. It's what keeps it going. We got two copies of Froakie, two copies of Greninja. Then we have a singleton of Giratina EX. With Giratina EX, I originally wasn't super sold on that, so I was trying on a lot of different variants. I tried Palkia EX, Giratina EX, Arceus EX, and just kind of whatever EXs I think would work here as like a backup plan. After probably 50 plus games, Giratina EX ended up being the most consistent, despite what I said on Threads the other day. It's so powerful, and especially if you have a slow start and it's your only Pokemon, it's just a big wall, and it can just steal games. Two copies of Pokeball. It's one of the staples. Two copies of Professor's Research. Two copies of Rare Candy. One copy of Repel. One copy of Giant Cape. One copy of Mars. One copy of Leaf. One copy of Cyrus, and then two copies of Irida. Obviously, Irida is just super powerful, being able to like reheal your Suicune EXs. This is the deck that everybody's trying to beat right now. That's why it was kind of interesting to see Guzzlord go so far and have such a positive win rate versus it. Energy Denial is just really, really good versus this deck. The matchups, this deck has pretty good matchups against most other things. I will say Raikou EX, the Oricorio shells, do have a really good win rate versus this, in my opinion. It's just kind of by far and away just not even close. But that deck struggles versus fighting and versus a lot of other things too. So I don't think that deck's really like super competitive in tournament, scenes. The Raikou EX Magnezone shell is probably the best one. I've seen it puts them into the top 8 of this event. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some games. All right, guys, waiting for the game to load up here. We're just running through some random solo modes just to kind of give you a feel for it. There's tons of gameplay in terms of streaming and other people out there, so I don't want to be too repetitive in the content. Looks like we're going first. All right. Well, could be worse. Giratina EX. Actually, no. Yeah, no. This is correct. Because we can use this as a wall and hopefully draw into Suicune and other stuff. Although, I think we're actually going to go this route just because, you know, no. Want to make sure I play this right for you guys, so let's go ahead and... Alright, let's go ahead and start. Let's see what they're, Oh, they're coming out swinging too. Okay, so we've got a wall in a little bit of time. We play our Pokeballs first here. Okay, could be worse. Okay, so we just need a copy of Rare Candy to really start this party going. Yeah, it's a grindy deck. It's going to be slow. If you're a hyper aggressive player, this might not be the deck for you. That said, it does have some aggressive draws with Suicune. Wish we would have drawn ours. Okay, well that's less than ideal, but well, we're gonna go ahead and go there. Okay, where's our Suicune? We'll take the 60, that's fine. We'll go ahead and play the Irida. It's going to force them to really be considerate here with what they're doing. This is the AI, so in typical situations, they would, you know, they're going to do 60. Okay, now we're going to clear that. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we will clear it. It's like I knew I was going to draw rare candy. Put the energy there. Make sure we actually attack. There have been games I've lost to clicking the broken space bellow. So we'll take our 2 points. It wouldn't surprise me if they have the evolution here to finish off the Giratina AX, but with Grenninja, we've, yeah. They'll get there with that, probably. Yep. They will take up their 2 points. If it's dead, why should I have to click that? I've never understood that. Just remember, it should die first. Okay. A little late to the party, but we'll take it. Let's see what the AI. Oh, it's not a basic, so yeah, poses quite the problem. And this puts them in a position where they probably have to retreat this, probably behind Zangoose, and then we just play cleanup. Oh, they're going with Fetch Winder? Okay, I'll take the 40. You get so used to playing against actual people that sometimes when the AI makes a really dumb decision, you're just kind of left scratching your head. Or just, typically I would just play this just to be able to put them down to 1 card. We're going to win this game here. And yeah, that's pretty much how it plays. I'll do 2 more examples against random solo modes. We're back at it. The second round is going to be against the Zooark event. I just figured it's a good case of not being like a weakness, just something that's at parity. We're going second. Okay, so well, I guess I have. Well, no, because they're playing dark, so we don't want to be on that plan because we don't want to hand them 2 for easy points. We just kind of want that to clog up the bench. Okay, so Viper. Yeah. Not entirely sure how this matchup will play out exactly. I haven't played it a ton just because I don't think that this is an actual deck. Thank you for making my Suicune better. We'll go ahead and research. Just need a rare candy and we're popping. We'll just bellow just because we don't have anything else to do. Yeah, so Suicune here has got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 points of damage on it, just based on what they've done. They're gonna... Okay. Again, it's the AI. $120 damage. It's also like a time walk for those of you who played Magic the Gathering. Basically, they spent their entire turn doing nothing because they not only lost their Pokemon, they lost the point, but they lost their energy. So in terms of energy efficiency, it's just good. This Malamar, I actually think is really nasty. If there was a way to do like a poison barb when you attack, I think the card would be fucking nuts. Yes, please keep loading up your bench. Okay. Yeah, like I said, that's a shit ton of damage. Go ahead and just hit it for 120. Again, it's like time walking them. Yeah, they got 20 points of damage in. They're probably going to play the Lickitung out front. You know, it kind of varies. I'm hoping after I'm done with my work trips and whatnot that I'm able to stream a little more. I'm hoping to at least get one night of streaming in this week. I'll keep you guys posted on the podcast page on Facebook. Okay, yes, we'll take 20. We will gladly take 20. I really just like slapping the Greninja. The shiny Greninjas on top of the shiny Froakies. Not that it matters. Well, in this situation, we would heal all our guys up. Another 120 damage. This deck's super straightforward. It's grindy, but like once you figure it out, it's pretty easy to play. Game here, Flareon EX, just randomly chose just to kind of give a little bit of variety of gameplay. Yeah. All right. Well, could be worse. Not drawing Suicune EX there was pretty brutal. Okay. Now this, I guess the Sandlet does feed pretty well into Flareon EX. Okay. Well, we're going to draw some cards. Let's draw our extra card. Well, I guess I could have played... No, because I played Professor. I can't play Leaf. I'm going to Repel here just to put them into a situation where they're not being able to discard immediately for Flareon. End turn. And if they don't have the Flareon, then we're gravy. Let's be real here. They probably have a Flareon. The AI always has the card. Okay. Yeah, because they still haven't discarded energy, so Flareon, even if they drop it, you know, yeah, they're gonna be in a position where I'm. Well, that'll help them. Don't think we can do 150. Well, you live and you learn. Actually, this puts them in a position where they'll get 2 points off of us, but then they're gonna lose their Flareon on the follow-up turn. It's the AI. They could retreat for all I know, but they won't. It's 2 guaranteed points. Well. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop a Suicune of our own. We're gonna Mars them now. Put them down to 1 card. Makes it a little harder for them to win a game. Already Leaf. So that's broken impact here. They could have another Flareon, which would put them up to. No, I mean that. I don't think that solves that problem. Yeah, because now we're in a position where we can Leaf on our turn, attach energy, and go for the kill. Leaf. Go ahead and hit for 100. Yeah, that's gonna be game. All right, well, that's going to do it for us tonight with this deck profile. Make sure you guys go to duelingcard.com/SOG15 to get 15% off all your gaming merchandise. As always, there's a sponsor of the pod, and every bit you spend there helps us fund tons of future projects, help support the pod and the costs for how to maintain it. Have a good night, everybody.